we know what they're capable of. We know what type of player they are. We know a little bit of their tendencies, having seen them play quite a bit. So, and then their transfers. So, we have a pretty good book on their team in terms of who they are and what they're capable of. At the end of the day, you have to focus on your team and try to get better. And we have to go into the game knowing that we got to play our game and do the things that we've been trying to accomplish here over the last 4 weeks, so that we can continue to push the needle and get better as a program. And we have a month basically of non-conference games before we play our first CCHA game. So we have to make sure that we're again shoring up most of our stuff, personnel, system wise, get to game level before we start conference play.
How, Trevor Zinn's last season transferred in, obviously, it seemed like he played a lot of minutes for you. Can you just talk a little bit about what he kind of brought to your team and what he's bringing to this team this season?
Can you repeat the first part? You cut out.
Yeah. Trevor Zinn's transferred there from St. Cloud State. He obviously played a lot of minutes for you guys on the power play, penalty kill. What has he kind of brought to your team here in the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I mean, Trevor's been a good addition for us. He played a lot of minutes last year. He's obviously somebody in our D-core that we're going to rely on down the stretch. So he's a year older, a year more mature. When he joined us a year ago, he hadn't really played any games. So in all sense and purposes, he's probably just a sophomore. So still maturing in his game, still a lot of things to work on. But he's battling just like the other D on our team, and trying to kind of find his way. And we're all doing that together, really. So I would suspect that Trevor is somebody that you're going to see on the ice quite a bit for us down the road. And it'll be up to him, obviously, to perform and keep going. We've added some depth back there. So it's not just going to be a 1-2 punch for us. It's not going to be probably not going to be the same 6D every night. So the competition, I think, is good. I think it makes everybody better, including Trevor.
Hey, Rico, I know it's early, but do you feel like the guys are kind of fitting into certain lines right now and kind of fitting into where you'd like them to be in the line chart?
As a coach, you always want more, right? So I think where we're at right now, the biggest, the thing that I'm most proud of at this point is when you add 17 new players, you're kind of wondering whether they're going to come together as a team and their relationships. Because to me, that's who we are here at St. Thomas. We're all about our relationships. We're a very process-oriented program. We focus on a very holistic approach to development. And in order to do that, you got to be in good relationships with each other. You have to have faith in your brother. And so I've been really, really happy with that. I think Matt Jennings, our captain's done an unbelievable job of bringing everybody together. A year ago, we didn't have a strength coach. We didn't have a summer under our belt as a team. This year, with pretty much everybody being local, we were able to utilize our strength department and our strength coach Ryan Ho, and those guys coming together and just being a part of each other's daily routine was really important. And so when we started practice a few weeks ago, you could tell that the guys felt comfortable with each other. So the on-ice stuff will continue to get better. The off-ice stuff will continue to get better. I'm really excited about that. And our program, in terms of our identity and our culture, continues to grow as we try to establish ourselves as a D1 program.
How do you feel about the goaltender situation right now? Anybody emerging, right? Or is it kind of just up in the air about the starting position?
Right. I have a feeling, Ryan, you're going to ask me about that every week, aren't you? I think my answer to that. we feel really good about our goaltending. And come Friday night, we're going to have a decision to make as a staff. But all three guys have been working extremely hard. They're battling. It'll be a determination that we make on Friday, and whoever we go with, we're going to feel real good about.
Any additional questions?
Rico, do you like the fact that you have a really strong test out of the gate with St. Cloud, a quality program like that, and see where you are to start the year?
I think my track record goes back quite a ways. If you want to be the best, you got to play the best. And the only way to know where you need to go and where to be, you got to play the best teams in the country. And I think we're doing that in the early part. And, it's important for our program to understand what a top ranked team looks like, how they act, how they play, how they prepare. In order to do that, you got to go through it as a program as well. And to me, it's only going to make us better. And we're excited about that and very appreciative of not only last year, but this year, the teams that we're playing, allowing us to be part of their schedule.
Anything else, Mike or Ryan?
I got one, Jen. So Coach, what are some key markers this season where if you're hitting those, things are going well? Where are you kind of setting that bar?
Well, that's a loaded question, right? Because we can improve on pretty much everything from a year ago. I mean, we're the worst team in the country. So I think it starts from your own end. Defensively, we got to be better. And the numbers will hopefully show that. We got to spend less time in the D zone. We got to do a good job in the offensive zone and getting pucks to the net and retrieving pucks and things like that. So we'll have a various analytics that'll help us track to see how we're improving from game to game, and really from I'll call segments, if you will, 6 or 7 game segments, to see if guys are improving not only on an individual basis but as a team as well. So but it starts from your goaltender out, and we're going to track that from our perspective as a coaching staff for sure. And then we'll adapt and work on things in practice that we need to do in order for us to get better in those areas.
What's your overall message to the team this season?
Well, I think the identity of this team is faith and brother. We want to make sure that we trust each other, that we're going to play our game. Everybody has a role on this team. You got to be ready to play. We're obsessed with the process. I think that's something that all of us in the locker room, from our players to our coaching staff to our auxiliary staff, we are focused on a process that we started a few weeks ago, and we're going to hold each other accountable to that. We're going to make sure that our behaviors on a daily basis are where they need to be, and that we always focus on our team dynamics. At the end of the day, we're building a culture and a team of family, and like I said, faith and brother. And if we continue to do that, we're gonna build a sustainable culture. And then obviously we got to perform on the weekends. So, but it's a process, and we're going to be obsessed with it.
Thanks, Coach.
Anything else from anyone? Great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.